Hi guys, welcome back to 40 Plus Life. I am Veronica and today I am actually going to go over, well, first I'm going to start with the mini savings challenge and then I'm going to go over my Etsy shop and what I have put up on there. So for right now, let's just get started with the mini cash envelopes. So basically what I do each week is I take any 5s and 1s that I have left in here from the entire week and I put it into my little savings box. It's not like a $1, $5 challenge. I just chose those numbers just to put in there, just to keep it easy. So let us see what we have here. So first I have my personal envelope, which I spent stuff, so I only have $9 left. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and man, that sucks. That's gonna take all my money. Well, that's what happens when you have a challenge. Gotta do it, right? So, today is the 20th, as of recording. I put challenge. 9, 0. So I have 0 in my personal until next week. Boo-hoo. Okay, next up is pets. And I have $2. Cool. So I gotta take that out before I forget. And that leaves me with 30. And next up is food. This looks kind of messy. I have 11, and that's because I got boba yesterday and did not put that in. So that leaves me with 11. Oops, so sorry. I got a smaller one, so 4. Okay, but I gotta take one out, so doot. Hey, at least I had that. Challenge 1, so now I have 10. I've been trying to do really good this week. I think this is the only time, yeah, I didn't buy anything Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday, ugh. So I had my surgery, blah, 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 2 weeks ago. This past week I've been having pains in my stomach, and when I had my post-op appointment today, he says that it might have something to do with my intestines, so now I have to see a GI doctor. The joys of getting old. So prior to this year, or last year, the past 2 years, I've been the most healthy person. I hardly get sick. Nothing major has ever happened to me. And now, in the span of a very short time, age is catching up to me. So, yeah, there we go. Anyways, I haven't used fun or miscellaneous, so those will remain as is. And so we will see how much we have for this week. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, $12. Awesome. So here's my little handy dandy. Oh, you will notice I had another one before, smaller envelopes, and there was a ton more, and I decided that it was just too much. I wanted something smaller and short term. So, and I kind of like how this looks too with the larger envelopes. So I recreated this and gave me, there's still plenty of envelopes here, but it gives me a shorter amount of time to save. So when I'm done with this challenge, I will have something to use it for. Now, I haven't even decided what I'm gonna use this for. But I think I want to use it for, I might just stuff it in one of my travel trip envelopes because I want to use it for something fun. So yeah, so that's where I'm at here. What color am I gonna use today? We will use yellow to color this in. I'm also now using 60 pound paper, and I love it so much more. So this paper is 28 pound, and I realized I like the thicker one, so even when I write in a Sharpie, it barely goes through, and I like the little more thicker and stocky feeling. Stocky? Is that the word? I don't know, but I like it. It's so much better. So, got my Sharpie. So this is gonna be 12. So I'm gonna put 12 there. That is now my third highest. So I should have $56. Get the rest of them. There's gonna be a ton of 5s and 1s by the end of this thing. All right, here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56. Well, that is very, very cool. Halfway to 100. That just goes back in there. And now the mini savings challenge is done. And now we can go over what I have in my Etsy shop. Okay, so I've been, I'm really picky about my planners, and we're all different, and we all have to do something or get something that works for yourselves, right? So after months and months of playing around with this, I think I finally have something that I like, and so I decided to make a kit out of it, and I have it up on my Etsy shop. So if you're interested in checking it out, it is under 40 Plus Life, but a link will be in the description, of course. But even if you just check it out, that would be great. So it is 30 pages, and I have it on, I printed it all on 28 pound just for the purposes of this video. But in my own planner, I have it on the 60 pound paper, which I love. And these are colored, so if you do have a color printer, you will have it. It's like a pinky color. My printer is black and white because that's just what I prefer, so I just keep it at that. I might get a second printer. I used to have a color printer, but since I wasn't really doing anything with color anymore, I just got a black and white one, and I wanted one that worked really well. So I may get one later if I decide to expand on doing different color stuff. But as of right now, this works for me. But since this is a printable, anyone can use, they can use their own printer, and it can be the color that it is. So this is just the cover. So this is for your entire planner, and this space right here is for your name. And I just printed on double-sided, to save paper. But when you print it or whatever, it'll be printed however you want it to be. So the next page is, and this isn't completely in order because you can mix and match however you want. But the next page is for financial goals. So this is for the entire year. You put the year, each box represents what you want your financial goals to be. Then the next 2 pages, so in my planner it would be like this, 2 pages. But because I just printed it for the purpose of this, it's just like this. So you get the whole year of your monthly goals. So you break down your financial goals, and then you can break down what you want your monthly goals to be. And it doesn't have to necessarily be financial, but since this is a budget planner, usually you would, but you can add other things into here too, which I think is what I do. So you get the full year, okay? And then the option here is this is the same thing, it's just different wording. So I've got monthly goals and then I have plans and goals. So some people like to add their plans and goals to this. This is strictly just monthly goals, so it just depends on what you want to use. I think originally for myself I used monthly goals, and then I decided I wanted to do plans and goals. So that's all that is. The option is there. And now for each month, you get your monthly cover sheet, and this space here is to put in your month, and then you can write in your mini goals here for the month, and then you can write in your debt totals so that you get a bird's eye view of what your debt totals are and how you know, if you see it all here, you can be like, oh yeah, and then each month it's kind of cool to see how it goes down. So that's what works for me. And then the next page is the double calendar. So you can write, this is for the year, this is for the month, or you can switch it up, whatever you want to do. It's undated, so this whole planner is undated, so you can fill in and print out however many for the entire year. So print away. Okay, and then you get your monthly budget. Okay, so this is what works for me. So this is why I do it. But basically, this is where you would put your month and year, however you want to do it. And then this is for your income. This is for expenses, debt, and savings. I don't have cash envelopes and sinking envelopes on here because I do mine on a separate page, which we will get into. Budget for the month, do a mid-month check-in, and then the final actuals at the end of the year, end of the month. And so then, as I was saying, some people like to have, I like to have my budget on 2 pages. I like to see it all, have more room to write. There's some people that prefer to have it on a single page, so I also have that option there. So that's what that is. And so then this is where I have my sinking funds breakdown. I just lump sinking funds and cash envelopes together. So when you write it out, you can just put your cash envelopes here, put a space, sinking funds, whatever. And then you can also just easily break it down right here as well, so you know exactly what you can write, what you're gonna need for the bank, and which will you also get, where is it on here? Because it kind of ties with it. So you can carry this amount over, and I've got this cash breakdown for your bank cards. You can just print it, cut them up, and then take this to the bank, and there you go, it's already done. So this is your breakdown. This is part of the budget for the entire month, okay? Or you can use it, or you can print it out and use it for each week. So the nice thing about these is that you can do it however you want to do it. This is your planner. You do it how you want to do it. And, whoops, I forgot about this side. So then this is the paycheck breakdown. So this is where you put in your income, date it, fill in all of your expenses for the month. Again, I don't have the sinking funds on here because I do that separately. And that's what you can use this for. I use this for both the monthly and for the weekly, or I do sinking funds twice a month since I get paid bi-weekly, so I would do it like that. Okay, and then next is a debt breakdown. And this is for you to see, you put what you did, what your debt was in the start of the month, and then how much you paid, and or what the minimum amount was you paid, and your ending. So it's good to see what you did starting to the end. And then it's the same thing. So this is a monthly thing. So you do this at the end of the month. Same thing with the savings tracker. Put what account it was, your starting balance, how much you added, and ending. And if you have this many savings, that's great. But I know there's a ton of lines here, but I just wanted to keep it easy and on one sheet. And then this is the expense tracker, which you can use weekly. And this I like because I added in a need and a want, so that you can, you know, when you writing out all the stuff that you spent, did you actually need it or did you want it? So you can kind of compare, oh, did you have more needs or more wants? So it's kind of a cool thing to do. So that's what that is. And then I have the weekly check-ins. There's a 4-week one and a 5-week one, depending on the month. And yeah, so this is, a lot of people like to do this. I haven't really done this too much. I'm gonna, see how it goes next month and play with it. And we'll see how that goes. And then this is the sinking funds check-in. So this is what I use at the end of each month, to same thing as the savings and debt trackers. I put in my starting amount, how much I added to it or took out, and then my ending balance. And then this is the monthly overview of your month, obviously. So you put what your total income was that you got, your total amount of debt paid, and your total amount that you had saved. And then you can want to go a little bit further. You can write out all the debts you paid, your amounts you paid, the savings, the amounts. And then you go back to your goals that you achieved. So this is when you go back to your little monthly mini cover sheet or monthly cover sheet. These goals that you wrote here, did you achieve your goals? You can write it on here. And then improvements. What improvements can you do for next month? And then I have a net worth tracker. I do a lot of my stuff on my spreadsheet on my computer, and I kind of carry it over onto here so I can see it both. Because I do like to do a lot of stuff on my spreadsheets, but I like to see things here as well. Now this one obviously has the date, but the one that comes in the Etsy shop is going to be undated. I missed that and I had to go back and fix that. So for your net worth tracker, you write out all your assets, you write out the balance, then you write out all your liabilities in the balance, then you take this total amount here for the assets and liabilities, subtract them together, and then that is what your net worth is. And then you can also compare, what did you have in May? How did it compare to June? And put the difference. So it's just kind of nice to see this each month to see where you're at. And then I also have this vacation budget, which I actually have here that I will show you. It's kind of crooked, so I don't know if you can see it. Move these things out of the way. So this is just my cover sheet. And then at first I wrote it out on a piece of paper because I wanted to see, what I was going to do for my budget. And then I created this vacation budget and carried everything over to see how I was going to do it. So I do like how I have it like this. So I just wrote it out kind of similar. So it kind of spreads out each category. So this is what I'm going for. This is just a little sample of how that works. And then this is the yearly overview. So this is just how you can keep track of everything for the entire year. So, you can put what your sinking funds were, how much income, and you can just put that in each month. And then you can add that all up, and that'll give you what your net worth is. So it's kind of like the net worth tracker. Basically, you carry over what was on the monthly net worth tracker into this, just so you can get a view of the entire year. So it's kind of good to see. It's just a more broad version of this, basically. Okay, and then, back to this. And then I added in my $5,000 emergency fund challenge, which I actually had posted this up on my Etsy shop first. And I'm so happy I got a couple sales on it already, on just this. So I was like, that kind of motivated me to kind of go into this other stuff. But I was really happy about that. So that was cool. So thank you, people, if you ever watch this. So this is all adds up to 5,000 once you fill this out and complete it. And this I already showed you. And then I also added my mini savings challenge on here. I also give instructions on how you can use these challenges as well. There's also this blackout bingo, which I haven't used yet, but I've created it a while ago in the hopes of using it. But I don't wanna have too many challenges going on at the same time, so I'm just gonna do what I'm doing right now. Once those are done, then I can finally go into these. So this is just a fun one where you just draw the numbers, color them in. Once it's all blacked out, you have saved $500. And then this is just a general savings tracker where you can just put in your goal, put in how much you want each heart to be, and then once it's all filled up and completed, you will have said amount. And that is it. So this is just a little overview of what you get. It's 30 pages. And again, this is what I created for myself, but thought I would throw it out there in case anyone, especially anyone new that wanted to get into budgeting and yeah, check it out and see how it goes. So that is it for right now. And yeah, so that is it with this. So I did my mini savings challenge for the week and went over my new Etsy shop and my little budget planner. And thank you so much for watching. And if you do like this kind of video, please do like and subscribe. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos. So that is it for now, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you. Bye.